Hi there, welcome to Floating in Books and welcome to the final clothing declutter of the year. We're going to be doing cardigans, blazers, gilets, and sweater vests. Welcome to everybody watching today. Thank you so very much for joining me. It is a Saturday afternoon. I've just worked out, which is why my hair looks very just disheveled. I've only got it cut yesterday and I haven't washed it and styled it yet myself. So this is completely blown out. I've slept on it. I rode my bike. There was wind. It looks a bit messy and I'm not wearing any makeup because I want to put as many of these items on so you can see what these look like. And that way you hopefully get a sense of what most of these items do for me and whether I want to keep them, yes or no. I was saying that this is going to be the final clothing declutter. I do still have declutters planned for November and December, but they're going to be more accessories and shoes. So it's still clothing related, but they're not actual clothes. So let's get to these cardigans and blazers and everything else that's going on. So I've moved all the way back. You can barely see me. I've got a couple of jackets here that are in blazers that I keep in a different section. And I want to condense this down enough that I can fit all of this onto the rail that goes into my wardrobe. So I can put basics like this black t-shirt. I'm just wearing black jeans and a black t-shirt. So hopefully this is great as a base to show you what's going on. To be able to condense it down to shift some things around in the wardrobe so things can breathe a little bit more. As you can see, I've got a lot in this section because I think this is the section that makes me happiest. This is where I've expanded the most in recent years, especially in the blazer category. And there's a lot of great vintage finds in here as well, and I always struggle getting rid of those. So let me start with these 3 jackets on the end, and we're going to work our way from left to right, from jackets, gilets, sweater vests, blazers, into cardigans. So first up are these 3 bomber jackets that I have. I mentioned I had some jackets that were in blazers, but that I love enough to not want to throw them away. So I have this silver number, which I got years ago. I think it's from Costas, which is a Dutch brand. And then this one and the one I'm wearing are from Zara. This one is really pretty. It has this like Japanese cherry blossom design, and it's this silky material, and it also has the print in the back. And then this one is a sportier vibe. It is a navy velvet, but then it has the stripe, and it has the really pretty embroidery on the back. I bought this 8 years ago when I went to Rome, so it's also a keepsake. I do this a lot whenever I travel. I like buying clothes because it takes me back. I prefer buying something like this over a magnet or whatever else you buy when you're a tourist. So this is definitely a really, really great way of having a keepsake in my wardrobe that I still love, that still fits me, and that I still wear every fall. Next up are gilets, and these are 2 vintage finds. This is one you're gonna see me wear really, really soon because I am currently in the midst of filming a weekend outfits, and this is something that I wore the other day, so that's why it was like hanging separate, but I need to put it back with my other gilets in a second. And this I just got in through Vinted. It's this burgundy velvet quilted material with these really pretty silver buttons. I think it looks really cool. It is a bit tiny. Like I can put it on, but I really have to like stick my arms through, and then it sort of fits like this. It has a more cropped length. So with jeans, it kind of hits me where the jeans end, so I don't mind that. But I would have liked there to be more fabric at the front. However, I think with like a cream blouse, I have this really billowy cream blouse with a really big bow, that this is one of those items that goes with that blouse really well. And I can still move around. Like it's not like it's too tiny, it's just the style of it, and I do like it. It is a bit different from what I had expected though, which is what you get when you buy online. And this declutter is making me realize that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 black gilets. So I think I need to cut this down. Some of these I love and adore, and others I'm like, do I really like it as much? The first one I have here is a handmade piece that I think I showed you in my spring haul. I think I got it last May, but I knew it was more of a fall item. And this is made by Gutsy Fashion. They're a Dutch brand, and it's a lady who makes everything by hand, as I said. And this fits me really, really well, and I love wearing this. I already wore it once in videos as well, so if it looks familiar, then you might recognize it from me having worn it in a video. But yeah, I love this one. I love the design. It has this really pretty lining as well, so you could potentially even wear it inside out. And then here is what the fabric looks like. It's upholstery fabric, so it's really sturdy as well. I've got two velvet numbers. I have this one that's a bit dressier. It's like a waistcoat style, which is from Zara. And I love this thing. I haven't worn it much, but again, I do like a velvet. So I think I want to keep that. And I think I also want to keep this embroidery one. I think it's H&M last year. It is more of like a square neckline, and it just has this little bit here. I like the style of this as well. It fits pretty well as well. But I also have these from Zara. And like I said, these are a sale purchase. And I feel that this is very similar to the H&M one, but just with a contrast embroidery on it. See, I like this. I just feel it has a different vibe because the other one is all black and this one isn't. So the Zara ones don't have any sort of colors in the back. I always look for this in gilets, whether they are plain in the back or not, because if they're plain, it's not as fun to wear them over a shirt, which is how I prefer to wear mine. So this one from Zara goes into the maybe pile because I do like the fit of it, I like the style of it, but I'm not sure it's really me. It's a little bit better for me. It also has that crop, but I like the little sequins it has. It has a lot of beading rather than embroidery. It's embroidery and beading, but within the embroidery there are little sequins sewn in, so it has this really subtle mirrored effect. So it's shiny, but without it being super overpowering. So I think I like this one better. It's a little bit more different from other things I already have, and the other one is just too similar to the one from H&M that I like better. But the final gilet I have in the black category is this long line blazer without sleeves, because that's essentially what it is. It is a sleeveless blazer. And I like the idea of this, but I think that if I were to wear this, I would just put on a black blazer, which I don't often do anyways. Like if I want to wear a gilet, I'm not going to go for something this long. This like hits me mid-thigh. So in theory, I can see myself wearing this with dresses because it has that longer line, but it is quite boxy on me because of that blazer fit. And I got this in a small because it has shoulder pads. So if I bought it like in a larger size, the shoulder pads would stick out too much and it would make me look even boxier. So I don't think I would wear an item like this with dresses. So I'm thinking maybe pile. I haven't worn this much. I've worn it a couple of times when I first got it, but I haven't worn it since. And I'm like, I think this is something I could style up because it is so basic and it is such a like workwear item. So if something needs to be more dressed up, this could be a good one. But I haven't worn it in like 2 years, so do I then get rid of it or not? So besides the burgundy Vinted find I just showed you, I've got some more red here as well, and I figured I could put all the red things together. This one I love. It's a reversible gilet with this little tie front. It's from Damson and Matter. It has a quilted detail and then these ruffle pockets. And the thing I love about this is that the inside is also the outside. This is reversible. The way I like wearing it the most though is just red. And I wore it into spring, summer. That's definitely where this belongs. And I just think it looks really cute. So it's a little more cutesy than I would normally go for, but I really like this one. And the other two are vintage vibes. This floral number I found in Valencia. This was my Valencia keepsake, you could say, when I went there this spring. It has this really pretty velvet tapestry print with paisley print, lovely buttons, and it suits me really well. I already wore it. And this, I still need to show you in a haul because I picked it up from Vinted over the summer. And it's the vintage red leather gilet. I'll show you this one in an upcoming haul. I hope to film a haul for you at the end of October, but here's what it looks like. You can tell it's vintage because it has too many buttons compared to what the style is now, but I don't mind that. I'm not sure if I can close it. With a lot of gilets, I can't close it because I've got boobs, so that never really works for me, but I like wearing them open with a blouse underneath it. That's usually the look, or a turtleneck when it gets colder. So this is a definite keep as well. Next up, another vintage find. It's this paisley print number that does have the paisley on the back as well. And then I have this corduroy number that, again, I need to show you in a haul because this is from Joni Clothing. It's a brand I discovered this summer, and I now have a couple of their pieces in, so I want to show you what I got. They're from the UK. They're a bit pricey to get it shipped to Europe, but I only placed 2 orders with them and I'm now good. I have everything I need, and I have matching pants to this. So this is part of a cohort set, so this is not going anywhere. And this print is just absolutely insane and I love it. And then the final 2 gilets. I've got this bright orange number from Zara. So a while ago, these really bright neon shades were all the rage, and I was so wanting to get a couple of pieces, but this is just not my color, and that's why I don't reach for it. So this is a definite no. The buttons are, like here, are also in a bit of a weird spot, so it looks like nipples. But I think that if you have a warm undertone in your skin, this can be so much nicer than it is on me. So, and it was tight. Let me throw it on. It's not gonna go with the black, I think, even though bright colors and black can sometimes work. I mean, I like the shape. It's the color I don't wear. I don't wear highlighter orange. I just don't. And then this is another piece I still need to haul for you. The H&M drop for fall wasn't really doing much for me, but this is one of the things I did pick up. It's a taupe gilet. It's more of like that dressy sort of waistcoat style, which I do have a couple of things in now, and I still wanted it in a neutral or like a creamy color. I tried a lot of them on to see what color might be right, but I struggle with creams and whites on my skin tone. It just kind of disappears because I'm so pale, or there's always this slight yellow tone to it, which makes me look really sort of sickly. So it's not a good look, but this is my shade. And then we have the sweater vest section. And here, I'm pretty sure I need to get rid of some things as well. This is the only neon item in my wardrobe that I'm considering keeping because, again, this kind of yellow, green, not my color, but this is so much fun. Like, I can style this up in so many different ways, and I hope the mic is okay. So I hope the mic is like peeking through. So this, I like the style of this. So this is a keep. And that green one was from Monkey, by the way. I have a couple of these sweater vests from Monkey. This strawberry number, definite keep. I love this one. It's really fun. It can go with pink. It can go with bright red. It can go with the burgundy trend. I think putting this with my burgundy blazer or with burgundy trousers is going to look really, really good. So the strawberry one I want to keep. But it's this pink number I'm undecided about. Mainly because of the style. I think, yes, this is a large. I have the same one in the black, which is a medium. And that's more cropped on me, and it actually looks better. Also because I feel the black just goes with more colors in my wardrobe. This is not my pink. This is why it's a good thing I'm not wearing any makeup. This is not my pink color. It just isn't. I kind of disappear. My skin looks really yellow when I wear this. So I do have the same sort of pink in the strawberry one, but because that has red, and I like pairing it with a red high neck blouse I have, it works a lot better because that kind of breaks it up. But this, I did like it for the color clash, because I was also wearing this with like a red blouse I have for the color clash. But by itself, it's just not good, and I wouldn't put white with this because it makes it too light. There isn't enough contrast. So perhaps I need to figure out different ways of styling this before getting rid of it. The rest of my sweater vests are really easy keeps. This light, almost gray tone, it's like a beigey gray. It's from Zara. I hadn't expected to love it as much as I do this. It has this like drop shoulder thing, which I don't like, but this is so comfy in the fall winter season. Another Zara one with this argyle print. Again, it goes really well with a white blouse I have from Monkey. It's my favorite pairing. I always put that blouse with this with this argyle print, and I just love the red with the green. And then I told you about having the pink one in the black, and I don't know why, but because of the different color, it's the same fabric, it's the same knit, but because this is a different color, it just looks nicer. I don't know. The black is gonna stay for real. The pink, I'm undecided. Does a person need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 brown blazers / jackets? I don't think so. Most of these are vintage as well. I think, yeah, they're all vintage, save for one. So let me talk you through. I have a suede jacket. I'm very on trend for this fall. Picked it up vintage. I really want a suede jacket with a lining though, so I can wear it as outerwear. This is too warm to wear in the seasons where you could potentially wear it as outerwear. So I tend to just layer it over dresses that I have. It is really sleek, really fun, very 70s. It's real suede. I picked it up for pennies at a vintage kilo store, and I've seen suede jackets like this going new for over 150 to close to 300 euros, and I think I paid less than 10 euros for this thing. Another great vintage find, corduroy. It's more of a mustard yellow than a brown, I think, and I very often will cuff the sleeves because the sleeves are just ever so slightly too long for me. Vintage corduroy jacket, anyone? It's a keep. And then it is the battle of the checkered herringbone tweed style jackets, because I have so many. This is the newest find. I'll show it to you on properly in a upcoming haul. Like I said, I will film it before the end of the month. This is another vintage find. I found it on Vinted. Look at that pattern. So pretty. And because it has brown, blue, yellow, and orange running through it, it looks good with jeans, it looks good with trousers, it looks good with everything. You can dress it up, dress it down. So, and it's like the perfect boxy fit. So this is great, but I think it does mean I need to get rid of 1 or 2 of my other brown blazers that I got vintage. Because I have this LL Bean one, vintage kilo sale find. I have this one, which has green with the contrast velvet collar, which is why I love it. But then I also found a Max Mara blazer one here. And this is the one, even though it is a brand, that I think I'm going to get rid of. First up, it's cropped, which I don't love. It fits, but it's super tailored, so it's a bit restrictive when I'm wearing it as I'm teaching. It's why the lining at the back is starting to rip. And I don't love how green this looks on me. Like, it's just not the best shade for me. So this is a declutter. And that means we need to choose between these two. I'm inclined to say yes to this one. It has the fun buttons, the contrast color. It does have a bit of like a green sort of dog tooth wool jacket. That's how I would describe it. I think it fits really well too. The sleeves are a great length for me. A little bit long, but it's fine. I don't mind that. It drapes really well. So I like the look of this one. But this one, I'm also undecided on. I love the herringbone. It's a really pretty herringbone. It's a really special style collar as well. It is by LL Bean, which is apparently a brand that still exists. But the issue with it, let me button it up. This is one that I can close, but the sleeves are way too long. And that's why I don't wear it. It does have a bit of tailoring, as you can see, like it nips in at the waist. So it's not too boxy. So the way this works in my brain is that I like the body of it, I just don't like the sleeves. So what I do with it, because it does have really funky green lining, I roll them up. I roll up the sleeves. I kind of wear it like bunched up all the way up here. That's how I wear it. And I like the look of it when I wear it like this. Like it's perhaps a little bit boxy in the shoulder, but I think I can make this work. It just needs a little bit of styling for it to look properly, and I wouldn't wear it with black. Not at all, but yeah, I think this works really well. It's a really great piece and a great find. If you think we're there, I still have this one as well. This isn't vintage, this is And Other Stories, and I have the matching skirt to this. So this I want to keep because I still have the skirt as well, and I don't want to break up suits if I don't have to. It's really pretty. It has pink and orange and also yellow running through it, and even a bit of magenta. So you can very nicely match this with brighter colors and it will look really good because it will just show those pops of color. But yeah, this is really pretty. It is longer line, it's a bit boxier, so it's a bit more now, which I think I also need to have in my wardrobe, and this was definitely an investment piece. My pride and joy, my oversized, very wacky paisley print jacket. It's vintage. What else is new? And this one I want to keep. I desperately want to keep this. That someone took up the sleeves already before I ever bought it, so that's why it is perfect in the sleeves, and this is so good in the fall time with a mustard yellow t-shirt. It just works so well. This fits me so well. I love the fit. Yes, it's 80s, the print is outrageous, and it's not my color. I'm very well aware. We've got the black section, and here's the thing. I'm wearing all black today, but I don't wear a lot of black. I definitely don't wear a lot of all black. It is very rare that I actually wear it. So do I need 3 black blazers? Your standard, like, oversized black blazer. I need to try this on because that's how long I haven't worn this, that I don't even remember. Oh, I don't like this. Like, of course I'm wearing all black with it, but like the sleeves are too long. It's like way past my butt. So it's far too long for me, and it's still too wide in the shoulders. Like, it makes me look so boxy and frumpy. Like, if I'm going to keep something, I'm going to keep the sleeveless blazer over this, because this I just won't wear. It's too boring. It has no personality. It kills my features. Like, I can pull off all black. I know I can. I just don't feel my best if I'm wearing all black. Like, I need something fun to break it up. And with this, I just become a black blob. That's how I feel when I wear all black. I don't find it chic. I don't find it sophisticated. It makes me look really square, and it drains me like there's no tomorrow. But you know, when a black blazer is successful, if it has texture, and if it has a slightly like tighter fit to it. So this is from Zara, and it's a velvet blazer in the black. It is a little dusty, I see, but this I love. It just drapes really nicely. It's about as long as the other one, but I feel less of a blob in this, and I feel a lot better. Like, if I want to wear a basic black blazer, this is the way I need to go. And for the longest time, I really wanted a black boucle blazer. I have several boucle blazers though, and the question is, do I need to keep all of them today? Because, like I said, I don't love me in all black. I would have to layer something else with it, and I wore my pink boucle blazer the other day, which you could have seen in a video that I already filmed, my weekend outfits. And this, I like it objectively, like it gives me a nice shape. I like the way this looks. I like the texture it has. I just don't like the color. Black isn't a color, I know, but this is just not me. It just makes me feel like it's too dressed up almost. I only have one gray blazer, and as you can see, it has that fun pop of red. up top, which is why I like it, because again, gray can be a bit boring for me as well, but a dark gray like this, this is vintage. It does have really massive shoulder pads though, I now see. This is one I can close at least a little bit. Do we like the shape? I'm not sure about the shape. It's very boxy up here. Maybe if I were to take the shoulder pads out, it might work, but they're probably hidden in the lining, so it would be quite an ordeal. I do like the color. The color I like. Maybe if I push it up, it has that boxy drape that I like. I like the fabric. The fabric is really comfortable. Undecided on this one. Also a maybe. I told you I had lots of colorful things as well. And this is one, this pains me so much because I know I need to get rid of this. I've owned this for 3 years and I've never worn it. It's from Zara. It's teal. It's jacquard fabric, which objectively I love, but I haven't worn this out ever. I have it in my wardrobe and I struggle to style it. It's double-breasted, it fits really well. It's very nice and drapey and airy, and I love this color on me though. That's the thing. Like, the color is so good. It's not my best teal though. It's too turquoise leaning for it to be my best teal. I have other teal blazers coming up, but I like the way this reflects. I think it goes with my hair really well. And it does feel a bit like a bathrobe because of the fabric. Like, it's very sort of loose. It's not too structured. So it drapes really well. Maybe that's why I don't wear it, because it looks too much like a bathrobe. I think it's a keep, because I wasn't planning on getting rid of the black blazer at all. So maybe I can like exchange it of keeping this one and then getting rid of the black. And here are all the blue and navy blazers. I said I had a better teal blazer. This is a much darker shade. It's not as summer-esque. A lot of people also want me to be a summer when I did a color analysis video over on the other channel. But here is why I think I do lean towards a deep autumn palette, because a teal like this suits me so much better. This is so much better than the other blazer I find color-wise. And it drapes well, it's vintage as well. It was a vintage find. It works so well. I've been able to roll up the sleeves once to make them a little shorter. This is great. It's like faux suede. It's not real, but it does have this suede-like texture to it. And it's this really nice green, blue, like deeper, richer color. And for the fall time, it's really good. This next blazer I would like to keep. If I go for that really boxy, oversized fit blazer, I would go for this navy over the black one I just got rid of. This goes with a pair of trousers that I have. So it is part of a suit, and yeah, this is so much better. Also because it's less structured. Like, I love a structured blazer, as you could see, but not when they're oversized. If they're oversized, I prefer them to have a bit more drape, so it hugs my figure a little bit more. So this I like a lot better than the black one I just got rid of. So I'm very happy with my decision to declutter the black blazer, but I'm keeping this one. I have the classic Zara blazer in this cornflower blue, one of my best colors, so I'm keeping this one. And this is my vintage wool jacket in this really pretty tartan print with the green and blue check. This works really well for me, so this is also a definite keep. I have reds and burgundies next. One that I know I have to keep, I only got this last year, and it matches a pair of trousers I have. No, that's not true. I got the trousers last year. The blazer I already owned. I've had this for a couple of years actually, because I remember wearing it at my previous job. So I've had this for like 3 or 4 years or so. Got matching trousers later, but since it works like a suit, I'm not getting rid of this one. It is from H&M and it fits really, really well. Next up we have this cashmere and wool blend blazer that I got vintage in London for £10. This is one of the very first vintage purchases that I ever found. It's my best red. Remember what I said about owning several boucle blazers? So do I need to keep the black one? I have this red one from Zara. And the thing is with Zara, they do the same style blazer and they just do it over and over and over in different prints and fabrics. So the blue one you just saw is this exact style. And I also have it in a green check coming up soon. But I just wanted to try on the red boucle because this is so much more fun. They do have a stronger shoulder pad though, which I don't always love. But with this, it's giving that Balmain vibe. And with the red, I think it does suit me. So, and the rest of the blazer isn't super structured, so that's why it still drapes down. So this is a keep. But I have decided that it is time to say goodbye to the black boucle print one because it's just, I would wear the red over that one anytime. This one you will have seen me wear in my most recent weekend outfits that I already showed you. I wear this every fall with the same Mickey print t-shirt that I've had for years with a pair of black jeans or blue denim. It just works every time. And it's tartan print. What's not to love? And this one I just can't decide. I can't decide. It's really pretty. It's like Prince of Wales check houndstooth in this burgundy and cream. It's from H&M. But the thing is that when I put it on, I feel it looks too much like the tartan print blazer I just showed you. So objectively, for the outfits that I would wear a red blazer like this, I would wear the other one over this because it has a bolder print. I feel because of added distance, the print disappears and it just looks not as red. So I'm not sure what to do with this one. I did already get rid of two blazers that I hadn't anticipated I was going to get rid of, which is both of the black ones. I didn't think I was going to get rid of those. So maybe this should go another round and I should just force myself to style this up sometime. Maybe I should do a styling video where I style up items I don't wear a lot. Would you be interested in seeing that? Let me know. And I thought I had gotten rid of this one, but I didn't. So that means it's part of a suit. It is a bit small on me currently, both the trouser and the jacket. I was hoping that I could wear the suit to the most recent graduation ceremony I had to go to, but when I first got into blazers, I thought they had to be super fitted, and that was sort of the style I was after, so that's why this is snug. This is snug, but I can still move around in it just fine. It's okay. Yeah, if I perhaps had sized up in it, I would have liked this better. It is more fitted than what I would go for nowadays, but I love this dog tooth print. I'm not sure if the camera picks up on it, but it's black with dark green. And this one I also love. It's vintage. It's got the contrast color, and I love this print. It's sort of like it could be dogtooth from a distance, but it looks like little stars, which I think is really fun. It has these square buttons, very 80s. The only problem with this thing is, not sure if you can see, but the lining is poking out at the bottom. So when you wear this, you've got a little tail. That's the only downside to it, but you know, I like the look of this. I think it looks really snazzy, and I do tend to wear this whenever I want to break up like an all black outfit. A base like this, I would wear a jacket like this with it, maybe like a pop of color to have something there. And I just got rid of two of my black blazers, and this one's black and white, so I think I need to keep it. Here is where the blazer collection gets a little bit ridiculous because don't these look almost identical? This is Zara, this is vintage. They're not 100% the same. I know. I mean, this is so good. Again, if I were to go with an all black outfit, I would wear something like this. This is a keep. And like I said, this is where the wardrobe gets a little ridiculous. This is vintage. It has the faux leather trim and also the faux leather buttons, so it looks a bit more red, I feel. It is boxy because it's an 80s blazer, I'm sure. It's longer as well, but it's like that perfect oversized blazer for me. And again, sleeve length. So I really like this as well. I think that once they're on, they give off a very different vibe from each other. The Zara one is boxier, and this is more that oversized, slouchy drape. So it depends on what I want to go for, what I wear. Remember the red Balmain inspired blazer from Zara? The one with the boucle? I've got it in green velvet, and I've got it in apple green check. So yeah, these are all the same blazer, just in slightly different styles. We are nearing the end of the blazers, and we've got pinks. I wear this one so much more than I do this. Ooh, and this is a cool tone pink, my color. This is a warm tone pink, not my color. So this is gonna go. I also got rid of the suit trousers that I used to wear them with. And we're going to keep this. This was in my most recent weekend outfits if you want to see it on. And then we have sort of lighter and neutral things. I've got a taupe blazer. It's like the same style as the navy one I already showed you on. It's from H&M, and it's good to have a neutral that suits you. This sagey minty number I'm not getting rid of. I have the matching trousers to this, so it's a suit. And also, like, as far as pastels go, this kind of works. And I struggle getting rid of these two because both of them are not really my color, but because they are this lighter weight linen-y material that I don't have much of in my blazer collection, they're great for transitioning weather. The yellow one I did wear quite a bit when I first got it. The sleeves are still rolled up. It's this buttery, softer yellow. It's not like too bright and in your face yellow, which doesn't suit me. Let me see how I feel when I put this on. See, here's my issue with colors like this. With black, I feel too much like a blob because it turns me into one color and I lose all shape. I think if I want to keep one of these light ones, I think it's going to be this one. It's a size small, so it's supposed to be this big because I haven't worn it much. It's a maybe. I did wear this the other week when I showed you my weekend outfits. This was on, and now I've washed it and now it looks super wrinkly because I do wash blazers, not all of them, but I do chuck them in the wash. Very often I just put them into a laundry bag and I wash them on the delicate cycle when I don't have it tumble dry. Works every time. See, I thought the green one was more like this, or the green one, the yellow one. But this is also not my color. This is definitely not my color. This beige, beige is just not a good thing for me. I'm gonna get rid of this one. I think it's good to have something that's like thin and fun for the summertime. So I'm gonna keep the yellow one. I'm gonna keep this. I can't get myself to get rid of this gray one yet. But I did get rid of more blazers than I had expected in advance. I thought I was just going to get rid of the brown Max Mara blazer and the pink one, but I got rid of 2 black blazers and then the beige one, so that's 5, which is a lot more than I had anticipated. We're moving into cardigans, and to my shock, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't count. 6 of these creamy, oatmeal-y, beigey sort of things. And we've just established I don't look good in beige. So how did this happen? So if it's Saison, it's gonna stay because Saison purchases I do think about really well. I'm not sure I should hang them because they get like little bits in the shoulders, so I should perhaps fold these, but I have no more space in my wardrobe, so anything that's like buttoned I tend to hang, even if it's knitwear. And this is a really nice like brighter white, which I like to wear. It's a cotton material, so I wear this more so in like the spring summer season. So let's get to an easy get rid of. I thought I had already gotten rid of this. This is from Zara. I got it a couple of years ago. I don't wear a lot of these like cropped, shorter length cardigans at all. I have one that I like a lot better than I do this, so this is a definite declutter. I bought this when I was in London, but I already own this. They're both from Urban Outfitters. This is a size small. This is a size extra large. And they have this really pretty floral embroidery. This I like as a knit to throw over a dress, Like when it's like colder in the summertime, I have dresses that have short sleeves and then they get too cold, but it's perfect throughout the day. That's when I wear this one. So it's sort of like that throw over cardigan just to have as a layering piece. And it works really well with some of my, like my sleeve just bunched up here, so that's why it looks weird. But it's like that cropped style, so it works really well for hitting me right at my waist with a dress. And that's why this one works really well. I don't ever wear it closed, but it does have a function in my wardrobe, so that's why I'm going to keep it. And then I am going to keep this same one from Urban Outfitters as well. It's just bigger, so I can wear it. And it is that thinner knit that I like to wear in the spring, summer season. And this one has this scalloped edge detail, which the other one doesn't have, I now see. So they're slightly different, and also the buttons are different. This has tortoiseshell buttons, and this one just has buttons that match the color of the cardigan. Round neckline, V-neck, so they're different enough. And I think I'm going to keep the other two as well. I love this one from And Other Stories. Yes, it's beige, and it did shrink a little bit. I think I washed it on the wrong setting or something. I didn't shrink that much. I think it's actually a small. It is an extra small. I thought it shrank. No, it didn't. But this color, I love it. It's so good. The reason why it works is because even though the base of it is beige, it does have gray and like almost like a blue and a brown running through it. So it has both warmer and cool tones in, and just look at that knit pattern. It's just really good. And this as well, even though it is a beige shade, it's more like a taupey beige. It's from H&M, and I also have this in a black, and I wear them a lot. I had them with my sweaters, but because I was wearing them more so as like a cardigan sweater combo sort of thing, I put them with my cardigans instead. But this is really pretty, and I wear it every fall. We have the yellow section. And remember what I just said, that I had these cardigans from Urban Outfitters? I also have something like it from Zara that I didn't remember owning. It is a butter yellow, which, again, it can look okay with some things. I don't think this is my color though. Like objectively, I think the cardigan looks really cute. And I think actually if I were to wear it with an all black outfit like I'm wearing today, it may be the best shot at making this work. Like I like yellow and black. That's like, if I wear yellow, I very often put it with a black because it just works. No, I cannot see myself wearing this at all. So this has got to go. I could also have prefaced this section of the video by saying that anything And Other Stories is going to stay. I invested in some And Other Story things a couple of years ago as well. Again, this yellow is not my best shade because it's too golden tone, but I love this knit. And remember that blazer I showed you that was from And Other Stories in the same video? I have the matching skirt to it, and putting that skirt with a brown t-shirt like the one I'm wearing today, and then this knit open with it, is really pretty. So that is an outfit I tend to wear a lot, and this one just works really well, so this is a keep. And then I have my long line mustard cardigan. This is super long. I don't care whether you think I'm too much of a millennial by keeping something this long. It's not trending at the minute, but I have this corduroy long line black mini skirt. That skirt, no, mini skirt? Why did I say long line maxi skirt in a corduroy black? Pairing that with a graphic t-shirt and this cardigan on top, combat boots, is a look. We're getting into the green section, and first we're doing these like khaki, sagey green things, and then we'll do like the darker green things. This one should actually be not in this section, but oh well. I have this one from Urban Outfitters that I love. Urban Outfitters used to be my go-to for cardigans because they just do the best ones. And this one I just love, and this olive green shade is everywhere this fall. I already have several items in my wardrobe, so I'm gonna hang on to them. And this is one of the very first things I ever bought from Cezanne. I shrank it in the wash, so it doesn't really work anymore as a sweater, even though that's what it is. It had a bit more drape to it, but it works really well for me as a cardigan now because it does have the buttons at the front. So that's how I now wear it, and I like it. So even though I shrank it, I did have to like stretch it out quite a bit. And the mohair is mohairing on this one. It's very static. But yeah, it still works. I love this color on me. I have bought it to be like a mustardy colored sweater in my wardrobe, and now I tend to wear it with other things, but it's a keep. So I had this one in with the other section. This is a vintage find with this really pretty sort of geometric design on it. It has like a sagey gray-green base to it, so it should have gone with these. These are the Gaspard and the Berry sweaters from Saison. So this is the Gaspard because it has the rounded neck with the contrast buttons, and the Berry has the V-neck with the matching buttons. But other than that, they are the same sort of knit. This one is more of a sagey green, and this is a deeper green. I love both of them. All three of them are a keep. Next up, some more green and some teal. I have this Saison sweater that you can wear both ways. You can wear it at the front, you can wear it at the back, and then it just has those buttons. It again has the mohair. Really lovely. Again, love layering this with like, because it's so slouchy, it kind of drops off your shoulder. And it's a really nice dark green shade. So this is not going anywhere, it's a keep. Dark green, a long line sweater or cardigan from Object, it's a keep. And this is another item from Joni, which I will be showing you on in my upcoming haul. It's a bookcase. Enough said. Teal items, this is Urban Outfitters, yes. It's a cropped cardigan, which I love. It's more of like a cottony knit, and this is again a Saison piece that I love wearing also in the fall times. We have blue, which is the next section. This is from H&M, and this is one that I love, but it's not my color. I love the cable knit design. It is really refreshing. It's more of like a periwinkle shade, and periwinkle is apparently a color that everyone can pretty much get away with. So that's why I love it. It is really thick and bulky though, but I pull it out every year when I'm like needing to wear something really casually and I want to film videos and I want to be cozy. This is the thing I wear. So I do wear it even though it's not like my perfect color or anything like that, but it just works. This is what I mean with loving Urban Outfitters cardigans. I had a bunch of these. I still have a few of them in my wardrobe. This one I'm going to move out of my active wardrobe because I don't wear this to work. I only wear this around the house. I love, again, filming videos in this thing, but I just need to put it with my loungewear because that's when I wear it. I just kind of throw this on when I'm cold. I don't need to keep it on a hanger with everything else. So this is going to go into a different section of my wardrobe. It's still fine. It's not super bobbly or anything. It's just really nice and cozy. But I just need to put it, like the rail that's behind me, it has like my dressing gowns and like really casual warm stuff. I just need to put it with that and just have it there to throw on when I get cold. And then two navy things. Again, I think Urban Outfitters, yes, an Urban Outfitters number. And this guy from Saison, a cotton and a woolly knit. Love both of them. Different textures, different patterns, keeping both. And here we have grays and the only lavender thing in this section, and also the only thing with a short sleeve that I'm keeping. I said with the Zara thing that I was going to get rid of it because it had short sleeve and I wasn't wearing it. If it's like short sleeve cardigan weather, I just want it to be colorful. So this is a keep. I have two and other stories, like knitted cardigans. I have this one with the little bees, and I have this one with the tortoiseshell buttons. I like both of them a lot, so keeping both. Again, I don't know what to do with this one. It's Urban Outfitters. It's very bobbly. I've had this for so long, but here's the thing, like the mustard yellow one, that I have a very particular outfit with, this one as well. And I used to always wear this with dresses because it is so long. It works really well with a dress. Yeah, like it has these like pockets that sort of are in the drape. I feel that that's the thing that dates it. Like the other one still has like the stitched on pockets, so it feels not like the length is dated, but This also has that like waterful drape thing, and then it has the pockets right there. And it's like really skinny in the arm. So maybe I should just retire this for now, and if I miss it in my wardrobe, I can still pull it. But I think I would regret it if I decluttered it completely. So this just needs to move into a different section as well. More gray. This is going to pop up in my weekend outfits that I'm going to be posting for you very, very soon, because I wore it to work the other day. It was really cold in the office, so great time to be wearing a bit of knitwear. So this needs to go back into the wash. It's vintage and I love it. And from red, we're making our way into black. I just recently got this Saison sweater in preparation for fall. It's gonna show up in a haul, so I'm gonna keep that. And then a vintage find that I haven't felt brave enough to put on because it's so 80s it hurts. It's a Angora wool blend with this applique detail that's absolutely outrageous. It has beads. It does have a polyester lining though, and it is vintage polyester, so it's very sweaty. This is very, very warm, but I loved it. I remember picking this up when I couldn't find anything at the vintage kilo sales save for this, so this was an absolute steal. It is my best color, so I'm inclined to keep it, but I need to find an occasion to wear this to. It just hasn't been really cold. One of the oldest items in my wardrobe is this long line cardigan from Urban Outfitters. It's one of the first things I ever bought from that store. Bought it with one of my first like teaching job money thing, wages, and it still works. It's beginning to look a little tired, I'm not gonna lie. It's like, again, 15 years old or something, but I still like it, and I wore it to work the other day. And another classic, something I picked up during a trip to Germany for my communications degree. I went to a symposium there, had to do a talk, and then I went shopping afterwards and bought this. It's my grandpa's sweater, and I love it. And it's got navy, burgundy, and mustard, so very fall appropriate. I don't wear it a lot anymore, but again, with an all black outfit like I'm wearing today, it works really, really well. And I think this slouchy, oversized fit still works really well. And the black section. First up, this, it's not really black, of course, because it's super colorful, but it has a black base, so that's why I decided to put it with the black items. It was a vintage find on Vinted for about €5 this summer. Another vintage item that goes really well with a vintage skirt I also like to wear this with. It's this velvet trim. It's very DIY, I feel, but yeah, it works and it is a great piece. Keep. And then some long line black cardigans. This is my easy thin throw over something outfit that I need to wear something with cardigan in a black, really floaty from H&M. And then this is that sort of marled one that I was like, need to put it somewhere, but this I also still wear, like the mustard yellow one. And I feel that this is a slightly different shape. Like it has this burned out detail, so it's black, but when you wear a color underneath it, you can sort of see it because it's partly see-through. And I do again feel, yeah, it does have these side pockets again. That sort of like, they kind of stick out, like makes you go like extra wide. It's like wearing barrel jeans, I think. This one is looking a little worse for wear. It's very bobbly. The black on black is not doing it any justice. Again, something I wore, like I like this better because the arms aren't as tight as with the marl one. Essentially, it's the same style. So maybe take this one out of my wardrobe as well for now. Like this was like back when skinny jeans were a thing. These kind of cardigans were all the rage, and I don't want to get rid of them just to get rid of them. So I think I'm going to have it join its friend, because this is also Urban Outfitters, and not get rid of it, but just put it in my closet for safekeeping for when this comes back in style. And then a cardigan that you'll see pop up in my weekend outfits as well, because I wore it to the hairdresser to get my hair cut. It's very comfy. It is the black version of that taupey thing you already saw me, and I need to put it in the wash because it's covered in hair. So that's what I'm keeping. I'm getting rid of some things, not too much, but enough, I think, to clear enough space to at least put some of the jackets with the blazers that weren't there before, and so I can then move my t-shirts, my basics, to the cubby where I was keeping some of my gilets and my jackets. I've decided that I do think I want to keep this sleeveless blazer because I'm going to get rid of the long line blazer in the black. I think this is a way to wear that style, but by layering something else under it, it's going to work better for me than having the actual blazer. And for now, I'm going to be keeping the monkey sweater vest. I just can't get rid of this just yet. I just need to style it up better. So that's it. Those were all of the blazers and cardigans and other knitwear that I hadn't shown you yet. I know it's a lot. I know my wardrobe is very excessive, but this is what you get if you hang on to the things you love and you add to it over time and you just try to trim it every year. That's sort of where I'm coming from with declutters. So I really hope you enjoyed watching this video today. Thumbs it up if you liked it. I will be back with a new video in about a week because I post once a week on this channel. And like I mentioned at the start, I still have 2 declutters left, shoes and like accessories and this set of drawers, because this is like all of my extra bits, and then I can show you that and then we're done, and then it will be the end of the year as well. How convenient is that? So for now, thank you so very much for being here. Take care. Bye bye.